Morning everyone. Right, today's Sunday and I know this video is a bit late, and if you were wondering the reason I uploading late because I blew the account, no, that was not the case. The reason I'm uploading today and not on Friday just gone was because on Thursday after I finished teaching I was making a Valentine's card, and on the Friday I forgot that we'd actually booked Secret Cinema Stranger Things. So when I finished trading on the Friday I didn't have any time to go and put any of these screenshots together or anything. And on Saturday I stayed in and literally did the video editing for the review of my experience at Secret Cinema. If you want to have a look at that, that's on my Instagram account. So it's, if you just type in my name or Southsir_legend, you'll find that on the Instagram account the review for Secret Cinema. If you haven't been, I suggest you go, make sure you know the film. Anyway, on with the trading now. It's not been a particularly great week, to be honest with you. I haven't made much on the account. We're not down. Well, as of Friday we weren't down, we were up still, but I didn't make significant gains at all. It's just been a bit of a really rubbish week, really. Well, starting on Monday the 10th, as you can see here, last week I finished at 38.34. I took a $3 trade here for 35.34, and I also placed another trade here, another $3 trade for another $5, which brought the account down to 32.34. If we can have a look at this, we can see that the first trade won, taking the balance back up to 37.89, and the second trade also won, taking the balance up to 43.44. I didn't take any more trades that day. I thought enough was enough because the markets, they weren't, I don't know, there was something about them that didn't really, it just made me feel a bit strange, so I thought no, not doing any more just in case. Anyways, okay, so Tuesday the 11th, took a $3 trade here, bringing my balance down to 40.44, and if you look on the right hand side, it's the pound USD that I was using, and then I also took another $3 trade over here, which is the pound JPY, because the $3 trade for the GBP USD didn't come through. I'll show you the close at the end of the video. I'll show you all my close and open positions, etc. Then I took a further GBP JPY trade as well. While that trade was running, I took another one about 4 minutes later, bringing the balance down to 34.44, and then as you can see, that first trade on the pound JPY actually won, bringing the balance back up to 39.90. The second trade also won, taking the balance up to 45.36. So we had one loss there in total, and that was it for the day. Wednesday the 12th of Feb. So I took a $3 trade here, bringing my balance down from 45 to 42.36, as we can see there. This time I was on the Swiss franc JPY. The reason was because I think, if I can remember rightly, there was a really good opportunity on the, I think it was the UJ, which is USD JPY, I think so. But when I went to take the trade, I looked at the payouts, and the payouts were really crap. So I really didn't see the point in even taking it. It's not like too little reward for a lot of risk. There's just no point. So I left that one and took the Swiss franc because this looks pretty good as well. I also took another trade here on the same currency. This was roughly about the same time, to be honest, because if you can look on the right hand side, if you look at the timer, it's about the same, 9:40. So if you look at my two positions there, you can see that it's still past the first position and it was going up on the second position. I then won both those trades. As you can see, congratulations, you have 11.22, and if you look at the charts, it's come all the way down and bringing my balance up to 50.58, which was great. I hadn't actually finished, I left it there, but because this seemed to be quite a good day, what I then went and did is I went in again in the afternoon and I took another $3 trade, bringing my balance down to 47.58. That trade again won, took my balance up to 53.07. So all in all, that was a really good day on that Wednesday. Thursday the 13th of Feb. Balance started off well at $53, obviously. Took a $3 trade here on the pound Canadian. And I also took another $3 trade not too far apart, also on the pound Canadian here. And then I took a $6 trade because I was pretty certain that it should be coming through. However, on this particular day, none of those trades went through. For some reason it was going one way, didn't go the other way. I do not know the reason why, but it should have worked and it didn't. So I then switched currencies because it had knocked my balance down to now 35.07. I took 2 trades here for the Euro USD, slightly apart. As you can see, $3 and $3. Those 2 trades came through, knocking my balance up to 46.53. I then switched over to the Euro JPY, and I took another $3 trade over here, as you can see here. And what I can tell you is that $3 trade came through, knocking my balance, or putting my balance back up to 49.40, which was great. And this is where I should have left it, but I didn't leave it there. I decided to go in again, switch currencies, go in on the Aussie CHF, and place a $3 trade here. However, I also was looking while this Aussie CHF was running. I switched over to the Euro USD just to see what was happening, and that looked like it was going to be in a good position soon. So I took a $3 trade on the Euro USD over here, as you can see. Now, what I can tell you is the Aussie CHF trade didn't come through. At the last minute, it shot the other way. Well, it didn't shot the way I didn't want it to go, and I lost the trade. So what I then went and did is I placed another Euro USD trade, this time for $6. So that knocked my balance back down to 37.14. And what I can tell you is both those trades, the Euro USD trades, did not work out. So from $53, it had gone down to 37.14, and I thought if I stay in the markets any longer, the likelihood would have been that I would have taken that account all the way down again and probably just blown it. So I said, no, I have to step out. This is where discipline comes in, and you've got to kind of say, right, no, it's not working, leave it be. So Thursday was not a good day. I obviously lost money today. Right, okay, so Friday the 14th of Feb, again, this was a bit of a funny day, really, to be honest with you. I took a couple of trades in the morning. As you can see here, I've taken a $3 trade here on the Euro Canadian, which came through, pushed my balance back up to 39.69. And on the what I then did is I took a trade on the Aussie Canadian, but it wasn't immediate. The trade I took the first time round was in the morning at about 9 o'clock. I didn't take this Aussie Canadian trade until like about 11 or 12 o'clock in the afternoon, because there was just no opportunities, and I actually fell asleep. So but I left it recording. Right, so as you can see, I took a $6 trade here on the Aussie Canadian, and that brought the balance down from 39 to 33. And I also placed a further $6 trade here because it looks in a really good position. Now, what I can tell you about this is that I wasn't best pleased with this because what happened with that is where I placed the trade, when it expired, it looked to me like it was on the actual strike price. So I would have thought that I would have got back my original investment, if not won. But for some reason it lost. Couldn't really, I mean, looking at it now, I think I did a screenshot somewhere. It looks as though it's just slightly above the strike price, so maybe well, below the strike price, something like that anyway, so maybe it didn't win. But nevertheless, what I then decided to do, because I wasn't happy, I waited and waited and waited a bit longer, and then it got to the point where I thought, this is usually the place where it will go up. You know, my counter trend strategy, I thought this is usually the place. So I then went in and I thought this is an all or nothing trade, and I went in and I placed 2 trades for $6 each at this particular point. And what I can tell you, that knocked the balance down to 21.69, but those 2 trades came straight back up, winning, pushing my balance back up to 38.85, which is pretty much where I had started at the start of the week. So really, I hadn't really made any money. What I then went and did is I then placed another $6 trade on the Aussie Canadian. Again, these were in positions which I was pretty much certain of that they would come through. So I placed 2 of them. And what I can tell you, as you can see there from the charts, those 2 trades came through, netting me a total of 22.32 there, pushing my balance all the way up to 49.17. So on the Wednesday, I finished at $53 something, and now I was back up at 49.17. I thought to myself, you know what, I remember last time, a couple of days ago, when it hit 49, this is where I went in again, and basically the strategy stopped working, and I was losing money. So I said, right, that's it, I'm not trading anymore. So I left it for this week, and I'm now up at 49.17. So there you have it, back up to almost $50. I'm pretty certain I'll take that up next week. I just didn't want to push it this week because by this time as well it was getting time for me to get ready and stuff. So there you go. Well, just goes to show, when you are trading, you'll find that where you get to the point of you just can't seem to get past a certain limit, and no matter what you do, if you try and get past that limit, you end up losing money, and then when you get it back up again, you get it back up to just maybe within a few dollars what it was before. The thing is, if you once you get that pattern, if you continue once you get to that point and you recognize it, if you try and trade after that, most of the time you'll end up taking your account back down again. I don't know why that happens, it just does. So when I reach that point and I'm like, yes, okay, I know where I am now, I kind of think, right, step off, leave it till next week. So that's what I did. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next week will be better.